Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video all about the fragrance house Maison Crivelli. These are a niche perfumery and I'm going to be taking you through all the perfumes in their range, including the brand new one which is released this October 2021. If you are new here, then hello and welcome. We are all about perfumes here. I have hundreds of different videos and of course my website with reviews of niche perfumes as well as lots of reviews of mainstream designer perfumes as well. And if you're a regular and you haven't subscribed yet, then do hit that subscribe button, show your support, sign up to my newsletter in the description down below, and I will leave a link to where you can buy all these different Maison Crivelli perfumes in North America, Europe. Down below in the description box is where I'll put the link. Cool, so as the name suggests, Maison Crivelli is a French brand and they've been releasing perfumes since 2018, so they're relatively new. And the perfumes are actually created by a sort of community, a group of different people. It's not just one person. So the brand sort of taps into different noses, different experts to create the different scent. So they have a discovery set, which is their 10 existing fragrances. So I'm going to be letting you know what all these like, give you my review. But I'm going to start off with the brand new fragrance, which is coming out on the 18th of October in the UK. This is going to be exclusive to Selfridges. This is actually an extrait de parfum and it's called Hibiscus Mahajad. So you can see how beautiful the presentation box is. They're very, well packaged, very high end. So this is how it comes. You can see it's an extrait de parfum natural spray, so this is stronger than an eau de parfum. It describes it here on the back as a marble maze, a colourful haze, ruby rose hibiscus tea, crushed pomegranate, sapphire blackcurrant, crystal clear mint, shimmering cinnamon, black gold and vanilla orchid, sensual amber carved leather. So it sounds like this is a fruity hibiscus with a warm vanilla base and a hint of an oriental cinnamon in there. So let's see if that's what it smells like. So it comes with this card in the packaging which says perfume is a living experience, Maison Crivelli, and then here is the fragrance. This is a 50 ml size. So the bottle feels very heavy, very weighty, definitely like a thick glass, and then you've got this chromy silver lid which I think is magnetized perhaps. So let's try the first one, Hibiscus Mahajad. That is a beautiful rosy scent. I love hibiscus. Ooh, and now I'm getting the vanilla. So this is definitely quite feminine. It's actually really reminding me of Misty or Absolutely Blooming. Or sort of YSL Montpellier Intensement. It's definitely right up my street. Very pretty. I don't get any oriental or cinnamon notes. I get a fruitiness. I get the hibiscus. I get the rose. And there's a cassis note in here. This fragrance is basically perfect for me because you guys know I love cassis. I love my Lancôme Trésor Midnight Rose. It really is that rosy, cassisi fragrance that is quite popular at the moment. Interestingly, there's no patchouli in here. I would have thought perhaps there would be. And then that you can tell that there's hibiscus there throughout. It's a very high-end, fresh floral feel. I love hibiscus. It's a tropical flower, of course. So when you first spray it, you get hibiscus and maybe a bit of the mint. It's very light, very pretty. Then straight away the rose comes through, the cassis, and then a vanilla comes through. And I think after a while, there's a hint of the leather, but it's not that strong. What a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I really like that. I definitely recommend that to anyone that likes the same kind of fragrances as me. And being an extrait de parfum, it's strong, but it's not overwhelming. It's not overpowering. But I think this will last really well. There's a bit of that ambrette musk in here as well, which is kind of like the scent in some of the Ariana Grande perfumes like Cloud and God is a Woman. That gives that really warm, cloudy feel. Oh, this is lovely. I think this will do very well. How exciting. That's just the first one. So let's dive into the discovery set. So we'll start with the top one, Fleur Diamantine. Okay. So this is very different. This is a green neroli. It's very refreshing, but green floral. I think this would be good in a springtime. It's probably a bit, or maybe a summer. it's not, neroli is such an interesting scent because it's not a lemon or a lime. It's not like super citrus fresh. It still has the lemoniness, but you know, neroli is like a tree, a plant. It's got that green leafiness to it, which you can definitely get. Okay, and as it's settling, some of the other notes are coming through. So there's a hint of saffron in here and a hint of oak moss. So a slightly spicy green note is coming through, but at first it was definitely all about the neroli. There's some jasmine. So interesting how that's changed so much to be very neroli to now have a bit of the saffron. Super green. I think if you like the Hermes Jardin range, you'd like this. It's definitely a unisex scent, definitely not male or female, gender neutral. Refreshing, feels quality. Yeah, one for fans of green fragrances. I think the name Fleur makes you think it's going to be super floral. It's not. It's a neroli scent. Okay, next let's try Citrus Batikanga. So this for me is quite masculine. It's a spicy citrus. There's cardamom in here, really get the cardamom. There's actually a chili pepper note in here as well, which is very unusual. So you get a fresh rhubarb and a pomelo, so you get this citrusiness, but then you also get this spicy cardamom, vetiver, there's a myrrh scent in here, and then I'm getting those chili peppers. It really does smell like a chili pepper. So and this is definitely unisex, right? But personally, I would say it's more of a man's scent. Though of course there are plenty of ladies that like these type of scents. It's definitely stronger than the previous one. It's got a good hard strongness to it. Yeah, that chili pepper really comes through. I can almost taste like a spice, like a fresh spiciness in my mouth almost. Interesting. Yeah, for me that would be lovely on a man. Okay, so next we have Iris Malikan. These are all eau de parfums, by the way. Oh, wow. This is strongest so far. Oof. So the main note here is an orris root, leathery, almost a bit minerally. I get some cypress, I get some amber. This is a heavy aromatic scent. Again, for me, this is more masculine. I don't think there's any iris in, even though it's called iris. Oof, gosh, it's really strong coriander. This is for mad lovers of aromatic fragrances. If you like your male aromatic scents, like the Fahrenheit from Dior. Ooh, if you want a really strong, spicy aromatic scent, that's good. I can tell that it has incredible lasting power. Very, very strong projection. I know orris root is quite an unusual ingredient, but people that love it really do love it. So definitely one to check out for orris fans. So next we have Osmany Kodoshan. I love osmanthus as a fragrance ingredient, so let's check it out. So I actually don't really get osmanthus here. What I am getting is a star anise. There's a pepperiness, and this actually has a tobacco note in as well. Ooh, along with some black tea. It feels quite powdery, like a powdery tobacco. Really get that star anise, bit of pepper. So it's definitely a bit more woody because of the star anise than the iris one, which was very cardamom. But I think this, it's definitely unisex, but leaning a little bit towards the male, but the powderiness in here perhaps then make it a bit more female. It's incredibly strong. The quality of these perfumes is amazing. They're so strong. Okay, next let's try Papayas Molecular. Whenever I think of papayas, I always think of the stories of like the baby Jesus on the, is it Jesus? No, Moses on the basket in the Egypt, in the papayas basket or whatever it was. So this is, it definitely has that papayas note. It's a fresh wood. I would describe this as very fresh but very woody. The papaya is definitely the main note. It's got the freshness of a green note. Like if you opened up a papaya leaf, you know, you'd get that watery freshness, but you also have this really greenness and you also have this woodiness. There's a resin in here, a bit of coriander, which I think is really making that woodiness. And now some tobacco leaf is starting to come through. So yeah, it's quite leafy green, but in a very serious woody way. So it's fresh, but still got a lot of different things going on. Again, definitely unisex, but traditionally more male, I'd say. Really varied perfumes here. They're all very different. So next we have Lis Solerberg. Probably pronouncing these wrong. Very fresh. This has quince. I really get that citrus quince, bergamot, lily, and it actually has carrot seeds in, which I've never smelt in real life, I don't think. Very green, fresh. This is definitely a summer scent, a summer's day, when you want something that's like walking in a field of freshly mown grass, that kind of very greenness. Again, like the Hermes Jardin range. Now I'm starting to get a slight little bit of aromatic-y, but interesting. This one is much more quieter and lighter than a lot of the others. Definitely one for summer, I'd say. Next we have Rose Celtic folia. So this is an oceanic rose. Very feminine and pretty. This is definitely inspired by the sea. It has what they call a seawater note. We have a hint of seaweed, we have a saltiness, we have a sand fragrance note. It feels like being by the sea, but also having a rose scent on. So say you were smelling a freshly cut rose stood on a beach. That's what this sounds like. Super fresh, you can feel like the wind, the smell of the wind in your hair, but also this rosiness. Really pretty. Any rose fan would really like this, but it smells, sometimes rose can get a bit old-fashioned or powdery or a bit much. Having all these oceanic scents in here, this smell of the ocean, stops any of that, and it just brings out the wateriness of the rose, the freshly cut freshness of the rose. That's one of the nicest rose perfumes I've ever tried. Very modern rose, really like that. If you like things like Paul Smith Rose, this is like, I keep hitting myself, this is like a more higher end, more interesting take on rose, I'd say. That's really nice. So next we have Absinthe Boréale. It's actually, it doesn't have an absinthe note in it. If you like absinthe, it's Black Opium Intense, which has absinthe in. So this is lavender. Smells like a spa. Aromatic, spa, going for a spa treatment, going for a massage. You've got rosemary, lavender, balmy notes, sage, geranium, thyme. It's like a herb garden. Very relaxing, comforting. This is for lavender lovers. Literally smells just like a spa. Very nice. This would be nice for going to sleep, I think, going to bed. Lavender helps you sleep, doesn't it? Very calming. So next we have Santal Volcanique. I think I tried this as part of the John Lewis Discovery box the other week. So this is a very clean, gingery cardamom, woody cardamom, but a good amount of ginger. Bit of cedar, bit of lime, very gingery, but also very fresh cardamom-y. Sometimes aromatic scents with cardamom can be quite heavy. This isn't heavy, it's clean. And sandalwood is coming through, works perfectly with cardamom. They really complement each other, and the ginger as well. Again, I'd say this is more male, and it's sort of medium projection. It's not like those really heavy ones, but it's not really light. It's just sort of normal. Very, very classy. Reminds me a bit of a Low Homme Sport from Chanel. Then lastly, we have Bois d'Achai. I definitely have pronounced that wrong. Interesting. So this has blackcurrant in, and in that initial few seconds I got this really tart blackcurrant, very feminine. But then immediately an incense came through, so now all I can get is incense. This is like an oudi incense, bit of cedar wood in here, and that blackcurrant's pretty much gone. How interesting, how it changed. It's like a journey. It's like blackcurrant, oh no, incense, oh no, wood, cedar. This is one for oud lovers, incense lovers, think Dior Poison, that kind of vibe. Yeah, quite similar to Poison, I think. Quite Arabic, quite oriental. Wow, so lots of different fragrances there. My favorite is definitely the Hibiscus Mahajad. This is beautiful. It smells very much like the kind of thing that I like, so you must try this if you like similar perfumes to me. It's actually reminded me a little bit of Delina from Parfums de Marly because of that rose. It's that damask rose scent that's really coming through, so it could be a good alternative to Delina if you're a bit bored of your Delina. So yeah, really recommend that. Definitely Soki approved. And that rose one as well was beautiful. So guys, let me know, have you managed to try this house yet? I know it's quite new. Let me know what you think and which your favorite is. Like I said, I'll leave the link to where you can buy these down below in the description box. But that's it guys, so thanks so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.